Alright, pre-millionaires, got another walkthrough coming for you today. Facebook ads for dentists. Let's jump right into it. So first off, why will dentists, what makes dentists a good niche, and why will they pay you to get them clients? Their clients have really high lifetime value, and I've already went over this in the other walkthroughs. A client over the term of a lifetime, over their lifetime is worth anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000 for a dentist. Why is that? People are coming every 6 months. Dentists have tons of upsells. You go for a visit and you end up having a cavity. They upsell you getting your wisdom teeth removed. They upsell you getting your teeth whitened. They upsell you getting crowns. So many different types of things. And that's why the lifetime value of dentists are so high. And that's something to keep in mind when you're talking to dentist clients, is make them realize themselves that their clients are actually worth so much more than the first visit. And most of them will realize that after you talk to them for a little bit. So if you bring a dentist 10 clients in a month, which is actually pretty obtainable with the methods I'm going to show you in this video, you can be bringing them in anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000. So then you can see why you can be charging a dentist $3 to $5 grand if you're getting them pretty solid results. 20 clients over the course of 2 months, $80,000 to $160,000, and the return on investment just gets insane the more clients you bring them over time. Even if you just bring them 5 clients in the first month, over the course of a lifetime, you made them anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000. Absolutely insane. So if you're charging $2,000, that's a 10 times return on investment. So this is the dentist value ladder. And this is what I was kind of talking about with the upsells. You'll notice dentists actually have a lot of upsells compared to a lot of other niches, and the value ladder actually becomes even more important in the dentist industry. So this is something you'll need to be able to explain to your clients when you meet with them at times. And some of them already know this, some of them won't. But so one objection you might come across when working with dentists is them not wanting to do a low-cost offer. And in this way, dentists and chiropractors have a lot in common as far as marketing goes. A lot of them don't like to do low-cost offers, but that's when you kind of explain to them the reason we're doing these low-cost offers, to get more people in the door, get more people experiencing service, because a majority of the time when they get to come in for this low-cost offer, they're going to keep coming back, because people are creatures of habit. If they have a good experience, they're just going to keep coming back over and over again. And this is kind of funny because I personally did this myself. I remember I went to a dentist for a low-cost offer, and I actually came back 6 months later a couple weeks ago. So it does work, and it's not just stuff like that. Sometimes they'll get worried that these clients will just take advantage of a low-cost offer, which, yes, it can be the case, but a lot of times it's not going to be the case. I'd say about 50% of the time. But the way you can overcome that objection even more is you can actually mention that you can target people above a certain income range, that income isn't really a problem for them, or you can kind of assume if you're already targeting rich locations, it's not going to be an issue at all, or very minimal at the most. So just to go over some results with you guys, this is one of my friends that ran ads for a dental client of his, and I do want to mention and make this clear, I have not had a dental client personally myself, but I do have experience with this, and I have made proposals for dentist clients before. And this is one thing I'm going to talk about in this video. Dental clients are hard to score, but like I said, you can charge them more, and they are very easy to get results for. So it's the downside of it's really hard to get dental clients, but it is very easy to provide them results and charge a really high fee. So there's an upside and a downside to choosing the dentist niche. And I'll show you guys some of the proposals that I made that actually didn't go through, mostly due to me not following up as much as necessary. But we can talk about that another day. We'll jump right into it. This is the results that my friend got, and this kind of goes back to what I was talking about, the results that you can expect with bringing in a dentist. He did a $21 exam, cleaning, and x-ray, got 34 leads for $190, $559 per lead, 17 new patients. Obviously, if you could just get half the results of this, you're doing great. So 17 new patients over the course of 1 month. Now think about that, where I just went back on that last slide. Absolutely insane. That's almost 20 clients. That's about $60,000 in lifetime value for, think about what you could charge this client getting that kind of results. So once again, you've seen this funnel before. This is kind of like my funnel. I've branded a little bit, but this is how you can make your dentist a local celebrity. I'm not going to go over this too much. You can watch my other videos where I actually go over this in more in detail, but as you can see, We have a lot of retargeting ads. We have a lot of different ad creative set up so that it makes it seem like to the people that show interest in these first ads, they start seeing this dentist everywhere, providing tons of value and becoming a celebrity in their community. So this is the simple funnel process. It's simple. You guys already know it. $21 x-ray, teeth, and exam. Facebook ad, lead form, thank you page. Simple as that. I'm not going to spend too much time. You guys already know. Facebook targeting. So this is the targeting for dentists. This is the best performing targeting for dentists. And women 30 to 55. So you're kind of going after moms, but you don't actually target moms all the time, because sometimes when you target moms, it does make it a little bit more expensive. You got to assume most women 35 to 55 are going to be moms anyway, so they don't really need to specifically be trying to target moms, because Facebook doesn't actually know if every single woman in that age range is a mom or not, so it will exclude some of them. So I figured I always have noticed it's usually better to just target this. You can also target people over a certain income level if their dentist is worried about people not just taking an offer and you can't afford it. Although this will raise your cost per lead, know that if you do that. One is you can put in your dentist email list and do a lookalike audience based off that. You can do dental interest, so like Invisalign, depending on what your offer is, Invisalign, like braces, etc., those kind of things. Now, instead of doing income level, what you can do if you want to overcome it and still, if you want to do high income targeting but still not increase your cost per lead, you can just drop pins on high income neighborhoods specifically, or zip codes, and exclude certain areas of the city that don't make as much money. And then you can also, of course, just other demographics. For example, you could target parents with kids aged 3 through 8. If you wanted to do that, you're working with a pediatric dentist. What do you use for the creative? This is pretty similar to chiropractor. Carousel, a slideshow with dentist, front of location, and map. Those are what perform the best typically. Photo, slideshow with text. So you could do something like, you could talk about what the dental experience is like, what makes us different. There's so many different ideas. You guys just got to come up with ideas. So, for example, this photo slideshow with text, one thing that I did was the experience of your first time visit in hot yoga. This is one of the ads that I ran recently for my clients. If your client has been on the news, you can use that as your ad video. Basic pain point solution video. So what that means is basically it's super simple video, just your dentist talking about, and they will have to be pretty good on camera, or you have to be coaching them pretty good, or have a videographer that coaches them pretty good. Record this video and edit it up, but basically keep it simple. I've showed you guys examples of this in the past. Basic pain point solution video basically just means having them say a hook that's going to get the audience's attention, and then talk about some pain points people might be having with their current dentists or dentists in the past, and how they provide a solution to that. And then at the end, have your dentist go over what the offer is, and do a call to action. Pretty simple. Mix in some shots in there of like the dentist working with some clients, just some friendly atmosphere. Make sure it looks good if you decide to do a video like that. Testimonials, that could just be videos of, it could be like pictures, and testimonials work better for retargeting, or you could throw it in as social proof for this video. But testimonials, you could do screenshots of images. You could do actual like video testimonials of clients, so many different things. Value-based videos, so you could actually do like how to brush your teeth correctly kind of videos, or just like silly little videos like the charcoal, stuff like that. Just think about viral stuff. If you decide to do videos, just make sure your video is engaging and people are actually going to want to watch it. Like you could have your client record an honest opinion video or reaction video to the freaking charcoal teeth cleaning. Like that, those are just good viral type ideas that will get them engaged with the community. Lead form versus landing page. For dentists, lead form 90% of the time, unless you're trying to do some kind of really special thing. But like I said in the past, just do lead forms to start out. You can split test later on if you decide to. So this is a dentist example. You guys can copy the ad copy if you want. I don't really care. This is a mock ad, and I made a bunch of mock ads for dentists actually, but none of them went through, mainly because this one specifically, and this is something to watch out for with dentists actually. I didn't know this, and I spent a bunch of time making this ad for this client, but they actually are a sort of a, they're not a franchise, but they're like a chain, but they are a locally branded chain. It's really interesting how this works in the dental industry, but it's like a chain of dentists, but they all have different names, but the same company owns all of them, and they allow the dentist to become like sort of like a franchise owner, but the company as a whole does all of the marketing for them, so they can't really give you any, they can't really allow you to do the marketing for them. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. But if you decide to go into the dental niche, make sure you don't waste your time on something stupid like that. Make sure you do your research. So some potential offers you can do, and this one specifically did exam, teeth cleaning, x-ray. So that's one of the offers you can do. One of the most common. You can do a free dinner with the dentist. This one's a little bit difficult because you have to set up a date and stuff like that, but it can work. Do some research on that. Just search it up in Google. You'll see what I'm talking about. Large Invisalign discount, large braces discount. So what I mean by this is like $500, claim your $500 off, etc., etc., and then you put in the lead form information. Free teeth cleaning, free teeth whitening kit, teeth whitening discount kind of thing. And then you can also look on Groupon what other local dentists are doing, or you can look around in different areas on Groupon, see what dentists are offering, just to get some more ideas. You can also do some Google research and just search in Google dental ads, dental Facebook ad, dentist Facebook ads, stuff like that. So this is an example of what a landing page would look like, or you can just replace this wording on a lead form. You guys get the idea. Same thing. And upsell them on the thank you page to get them to take action now. So for example, this one was get a $19 teeth cleaning, and then it upsold them, get free x-rays if you call now. Just an example. Or you can set up a Calendly so they can book themselves, whatever you want to do. This is probably the easiest way to go though. Just call now and get free x-rays. And then here's another ad example. You guys can just stop the page here if you just want to look this up, kind of copy it. I don't care. This is another mock ad I made for one of my clients that I was going after for a free trial. And here's one more example for a pediatric dentist. If you decide to work with a kids dentist, you guys need to know this. If you decide to work with a kids dentist, they have a lot of regulations, so you can't actually really offer like a low-cost cleaning and stuff like that. It's kind of, you guys need to do a little bit of research on the pediatric dentist legal and advertising rules, but I don't know them all personally, but that's just something to keep in mind. If you're working with a pediatric dentist, they have special regulations on advertising. So these are some of the problems you'll face with working with dentists. Not wanting to do low-cost offers, and I talked about how you guys can overcome this. You can overcome this by doing income-based targeting. The offer doesn't work. Simple as that. If the offer doesn't work, if the offer doesn't work, post it up in the group. We're going to help you out. Otherwise, if your offer doesn't work, test something else. Or the other problem could be your creative or your ad copy. Those could also be big problems too. So keep that in mind before you necessarily change the offer. If your ad copy and your creative aren't looking too good, then that is more likely the problem than your offer alone. So most of these offers are going to work if you do them right. But the better your creative, the better your ad copy, the better your ad's going to work. Really hard to get a hold of dentist and the decision maker. I already talked about this too. That's one of the downsides of this niche, and this is where you just have to be really good at follow-up, and that's something I wasn't good at when I was trying to work with these dentists. I did not do a good enough job at following up. Some of them I did, and then some of them will just leave in the dust, but you can't let it hurt your feelings. Just be really hard on the follow-up and be really enticing with your offers. So that's why we're really utilizing the free offer, because you have to make yourself stand out from the competition, because these dentists are getting marketing companies contacting them every single day, 20 times a day. And I'm not over-exaggerating here. This is true story. So you need to think about how you can make yourself really stand out if you decide to work with this niche. So it is a high competition niche because you can charge them a lot and they're really easy to get results for. But the downside of that is they're a really high competition niche. So it just depends on your personality type. Are you okay with following up with them in exchange for getting those easy results, those high retainers? And so I just left this slide in here real quickly. We're going to finish off with this, because I actually put together something similar to this thing I just showed you right here for dentist clients. I would go in, offer them free trial, and sometimes they'd have you email them. That's what's going to happen a lot of times. and you can email them, send them a little bit of video. You just say in the email something along the lines of like, hey, I was looking to volunteer. You guys already have the script, so just say that script in the email, and then you can send them a video even if you want to make it even more enticing. Show them the exact ads you're going to run for them in that week for free, and then offer them this. You can have this offer page. I'd like to volunteer to build out your customer acquisition funnel and run it for 1 week for free. All I ask for is a testimonial video and revenue numbers if we see success. To set up a meeting, you can use my scheduling link, or you can just reply to the email. I just wanted to throw this in here because that's a slide that I had. But with that said, hope this video helped you guys out. That is my walkthrough for dentist clients. Other than that, hope you guys have a great day. And if you have any questions or problems getting your dental clients or getting them results, of course, you guys just hit me up in the group. We're always here to help, and that's the main way you guys can get help. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you out, and have a great day. I'm out.